Welcome guys, this is Edwin and today we're going to be talking about the EDC Tanto by Emerson Knives. This was a limited run production knife made in 2008 and I do have a video about the Tanto history and where it's going from and all that. So please go back and look at that video where we talk about the custom Tanto version of this knife, okay? But today we're focusing on this baby right here. Again, this was a limited run. Only 100 knives were made. I think, if I remember correctly, it's 15 serrated and the rest 85 plain edge. Okay, let's do a quick comparison with the CQC 7B. Again, we know the Tanto is a big blade. We're talking about a 4-inch blade length, okay, and overall 8.8 length on it. So it's a pretty big blade. Let's compare it with the Spyderco Tenacious. And I got a comment if I have an Endura or something like that. Yes, sir, I should have an Endura. Let me go back and get that from, and I'll do that in future videos. Instead of the Tenacious. But again, that's how it compares with the Tenacious. A great knife, a great budget knife. And the Buck 110. I'm sorry if you hear me sipping and drinking some coffee. Good morning, guys. This is the Buck 110. We know this is a big knife, right? So there you go. And now, let's talk about this blade. Again, very simple, great ergonomics. It's basically straight shot. It feels like if you're handling a piece of stick, like a stick or something like that. But let's talk about this limited edition. This was a run made for EDC Knives Forum. And you will see the sign or the logo of the EDC Knives Forum on the back of the blade. This blade has I will call it a bead blasted finish on the blade, okay? And it's a chisel ground, meaning that obviously you have your bevels this way, and the other side is flat, right? With that chisel edge as well. And like you can see, the model is the Tanto in 2008. It has this beautiful G10. I think it's called, how they call it? I think it's a forest green G10. And notice that finish on the G10 is different than than the production, right? It's definitely a different texture. I like it. I don't find it super aggressive. Again, this is a 2008 model. Maybe in 2008 it was way more aggressive than what I can feel it now, right? Because this is a knife that is being used, okay? And again, I think it's a beautiful G10 finish, contour, right? You have your back spacer. Your pocket clip is also bead blasted with titanium liners. Great lockup. And the ergonomics of the Tanto is a big knife, but it's great ergonomics. You have no wave on it, so be aware of that. And one of the things with the Tanto is that this model is not a model that has been released that often in the production line by Emerson Knives. In 2000, there was a release for the I&I Tanto that was all black for the I&I company. And then in 2008, we had this one. And I think 3 or 2 years ago, there was a very limited release of an all black Tanto. And that's it. We haven't seen the Tanto being a consistent model in the production line. Usually you have it more in the custom. And again, it's also a rare custom as well, okay? And one cool thing about this knife is that if you go to the EDCK or Emerson operators, the guys that were involved with Emerson Knives, the guys that were involved in the EDC Knives and Emerson Knives are there. And they will tell you that they handle each of these blades, all 100 of them. They went through it, make sure that everything looks good, that centering was perfect, and they are very proud of it, and they made a hell of a job with this release. It's an excellent knife, and kudos to those guys. And I think they nail it. And it's really cool to, to meet those guys and to have that piece of history and this piece in my collection. The EDC Knives Tanto. Again, guys, if you have any question, contact me on Instagram, YouTube comment, and we're always chatting in the Facebook groups and posting pictures and all that regarding Emerson knife and history, okay? Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.